Hello, we are together with a legend, with Ricky Rodriguez and Sarah. From the first time, they were so supportive and open arm to social global movement to support women in cigar industry. Ricky and Sarah, let us know about your perspective. What do you think about the women in cigar industry?
So far, it's been amazing. Amazing. I mean, everything that you're doing has been wonderful, and I can see it's already growing so much, and I have been so supported in the industry, and I'm very happy. Very happy.
For me, does this work? Absolutely. I'll do this one. For me, it's about time that the women have the power for their voices to be heard and give them a opportunity to share their stories. So if you look at West Tampa, you have to pick a kind of a group that you want to focus on. And for Serenade and Gus, it's all about the women of the world. And it's because those are powerful. When I see a woman smoking, it equals power to me, not something sexy. It has nothing to do with it. It's about the power of the women smoking cigars.
Ricky, let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. So, you've been in the industry forever. You are a legend. If somebody can roll a cigar, if somebody can understand a cigar just by smoking it, that would be you. How do you manage to create blends that appeal to both men and women?
Just to listen to your fan base. They will dictate to you what they want. And it's amazing to me when you look at a woman and a man cigar smoker, they're the same. They're not asking for anything else, but they want to feel connected to that brand. So if I can connect and give them the blends they want, it's going to be okay. But it's sometimes we think we know all we need to know. You don't. Your fan base will dictate to you what you need to provide me. The tobaccos, the sizes, the bodies, the flavors will come from your fan base. So sometimes shut up and listen to your fan base.
How is working with your daughter so close? How is your experience?
It's I don't know have the words to explain how my heart feels. It's exciting, it's wonderful, but it's also hard sometimes because I have to look at her sometimes as a father and sometimes as a boss, and sometimes she has to look at me as a father or something else. So it's a combination of getting to know each other and what I can talk to her about in business hours and what I can't talk about in business hours. So, but it's a blessing to work with family, but it's a struggle sometimes because you have to be able to divide. We're working together. I'm not your daughter today. I'm your employee today, and I'm here to do a job. So you can.
Sarah, I want to ask you a little bit more in detail, okay?
Yeah.
So, coming from a family heavily involved in the tobacco industry and knowing of your father's pedigree, for me, it's exactly like a circle of life, okay? The same circle of life that we see behind you on that wall right there. What do you think about that circle of life? And after you're done, I want you both to tell us about that new amazing blend that we just tried.
Love it. So yeah, it's for me. It's been I don't know, overwhelming. I can remember. I think I was in fifth grade when he picked me up from school and said, "How do you feel about me working in the cigar industry?" And a fifth grader is like, "No, like tobacco, stinky, no." But he said, "This is going to be really good, trust me." And to watch his growth as a child and to see everything and for him to travel where he's been and everything, it was really an inspiration. Like, oh my God, that's available. Like that's this cigar is what is making him be able to experience all that. And then when I got into the industry and we really started talking, and knowing that my great grandparents were rollers, and like this is in my blood. So it's connecting back my circle of life because I'm now connected to my ancestors, and I was always searching for that connection when I traveled the world and everything. And now it's like I feel more at home in the tobacco fields than I thought I would, because there's something inside of me that it's in my blood, it's in my DNA and everything. So it's been really, really wonderful to see all of my life, all of the things, all the careers, all the places I've been come full circle to end up right here, right now,
And we ended up with the circle of life, correct?
It is.
How about you tell us a little bit about the circle of life?
So the circle is it's my opportunity to share my story, and my story connects some people, legendary people. I've been trained by 4 Hall of Famers. 4. There's nobody else in this trade show can say that. I've been trained by my grandfather, 1 Hall of Famer. I've been trained by my uncle, 1. I've been rich to be trained by 4. So when I developed the Circle of Life, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I want to go to the original place I started to train, the DR. And I want to work with the first masters that taught me what I do. So the first Hall of Famer that really educated me about cigars was Ernesto Perez Carrillo. And so I developed the story, the design, the first time ever that I had a design before I had a cigar. But I had to do this because I had to share the story to connect Ernesto with the story. I said, Ernesto, I cannot tell my story without telling our stories together. I don't know if you talk about me. I don't. You don't, because you don't need to, but I need to. And so that is the Circle of Life. So we're going to do a trilogy. The first year it's going to be DR based and who taught me. Next year it's going to be Honduras, and the third and final would be with Benji, my master that taught me all blending wise. But what Sarah says, okay, Dad, so what are you going to talk about? My Circle of Life. Everybody knows your stories. So can I do this? Develop an event that we turn the cameras around and give the audience a chance to say, I have a story. I want to connect my story with the world, and we're going to do that. So Sarah's going to go out there and do events and turn the camera around like that we're doing right now and say, okay, what is your story? What's your favorite cigar? Who'd you smoke with the first time? Whatever story you want to share, this is your opportunity, and we're going to do that. Now, also, when you send that video into us, we're going to send your email. So somebody in Europe, maybe in Germany, they're sitting down, and you say in California, my story, my first cigar was smoked with not my grandfather, but my grandmother. A lady introduced me. Somebody in Germany is going to say, that's my story. If they want to connect through this, they can connect. And now they have a friend in California, and you have a friend in Germany. And they're connecting through the cigar experience called Circle of Life.
Amazing. And we have a similar experience, but not, of course, the same, but we feel the same. And we would like to thank you so much about your support. You are our partner for the first time that we met. And here you can see, oh, thank you. Here you can see that West Tampa Tobacco is our partner, and is the one of the requirements of the women-friendly cigar destination in the world is to carry cigars that they are our partners. They support our mission, and the mission is good for humanity. It's about empowering women and cultivate a respectful environment for all of us, women and men together. So we would like to thank you so much for your time, and we are looking forward for our next step.
Yes.
Many more great events and many more amazing cigars and amazing times. And we want to thank you for everything you do for the cigar industry and for all the women out there and the men. It's all about camaraderie It's all about creating great times and relationships and friendships. And you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you
You
so
guys,
much.
turn the camera around. You guys are amazing too. And your journey is hard. And you started with nothing. And you're growing little by continue your journey because people will follow you. People will follow you.
We have great partners, and one of the greatest, my partner, the one and only.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was good, yeah.
Behind every great woman is a great man.
Absolutely.
Behind every great man is a great woman.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I wish you to have, even though there is only maybe a couple more hours left in the show, I wish you to have the most amazing 2 hours left at the
I
PCA
love
show.
you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so
We
much.
love
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Can we have pictures together?
Yeah,
And,
for
Absolutely.
sure.